When you think of Thomas Legare, you think of farming and John Allen. But have you thought about politics? He's running for Charleston County Council on November 4th. I had a chance to talk exclusively with him for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. Thomas, I understand that you have been extremely busy.
Yeah, extremely for the last month or two.
Yeah, working on the farm, picking up grain from the breweries and distilleries. Tell me, as we sit here right now, how are you?
I'm doing good. Ready for Tuesday to get here so we can find out what the results are going to be and get it over with and declare a victory, hopefully.
Yeah. And let's rewind time to Friday, October 31st. Many Charlestonians opened their copy of the Post and Courier, and the headline read this: County Council needs Legare. In the beginning, the article says, quote, "In the only contested race for Charleston County Council, voters should choose Republican challenger Thomas Legare, a Johns Island farmer who has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to growth management and rural preservation during his years as a community leader." In the article, it mentioned your opposition to I-526 extension, the Johns Island Greenway, and more. And the letter says this: at the conclusion of the article, he has been a vocal advocate for rural preservation and land protection for years, and will bring that sustained commitment to County Council where it is much needed. Tell me, when you read that particular endorsement, what was going through your mind?
I was tickled to death. I thought it was a great article, great endorsement, and I'm really happy that they endorsed me. I was very, very proud to receive that.
Yeah. And although you have received this great publicity from the Post and Courier, you're really fighting some political demons.
I am. There's a pact been formed to basically take me out.
Right.
Their goal is to support people who are on County Council and the State House who are in favor of 526 and the Cross Island Road. And they might as well have named it I Hate Thomas Legare Pact, because they're going after me. And I look for them to go after other people in the future. But this time, this election cycle, they're going after me.
And where are you emotionally? Because it seems like it's taking a toll on you.
I don't let it worry me.
Okay.
I learned a long time ago to have a thick skin and let it go in one ear and out the other. My mom and daddy taught me a long time ago the good Christian values to turn the other cheek.
Yes, indeed. And so besides the fight between Anna Johnson and yourself, you mentioned you are campaigning a lot. I know that you're meeting with a lot of business owners as well as residents. Tell me, what are you receiving from them? What do they want from County Council?
Well, most people are really upset with Ms. Johnson because she campaigned against 526 4 years ago, and they gave her their support, their money, and their votes, and she turned around and stabbed them in the back on that, and then she did a bad zoning issue on Folly Road that a lot of people are upset about, and they're upset about that. I think people are unhappy with politicians from Washington to Columbia to Leeds Avenue, where County Council is located, and they're sick and tired of politicians saying one thing and doing another. And I think people want to see a change in our government, in our political parties. And I think Mrs. Johnson is, she didn't live up to her word, and that's really hurt a lot of people that trusted her and felt like she was a friend. And that's one thing I hope to do, I will do, is live up to the word I give to constituents. When I make them a promise, I'll stick to it.
Yes. Well, describe to me the following in one word: the I-526 extension.
In one word: idiotic.
The Johns Island Greenway. You can go ahead, go for it.
In one word, is very difficult.
You can go,
but that is the stupidest idea, the most destructive thing that ever happened to Johns Island. It's claimed to save lives, but according to the county's own traffic studies in the 4-year period, out of 19 fatalities on Johns Island, 15 of them are alcohol related. Half of them were on the northern side of Johns Island, half were on the southern side, but 15 out of 19 were alcohol related. Tells me we don't have a road problem, we have a people problem.
Interesting. One word to describe ecotourism, that is.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
I think we're seeing more and more of it. My business and farm is getting benefiting from it. Johns Island is benefiting from it. We have a lot of ecotourism business. We have a lot of agritourism businesses in Charleston County now. More and more people are realizing the advantages of it. And Charleston's the #1 tourist destination in the world. And not everybody's coming here to stroll the Battery. They also want to bird watch. They want to go to pumpkin patches. They want to visit the beaches. They want to kayak in our creeks.
Good tea.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pay raise for the Charleston County Council.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
I realize that it takes a lot of time. I don't know exactly how much time they do spend because I'm not on there yet. I know how much time I spend talking to people and trying to help people with issues, and I'm not even on council yet. And even before I was running for council, people call me and ask me to help them with issues on Johns Island because our current council person will not even return phone calls.
Wow.
It's a tough job, and it does take a lot of time. I just think with the economy like it is, and we're still coming out of a depression, that now is not the right time for county council to give themselves a pay raise. It is probably deserved, but it could have waited a few more years, because a lot of people are living hand to mouth and paycheck to paycheck.
That's true.
And that's when you see them getting that big a raise, I think it's really tough.
Put on your thinking hat for me, because when you take off your political hat at the end of each day, who is Thomas Legare?
I'm a Johns Island farmer. I'm dedicated to Johns Island, dedicated to my family, dedicated to my farm. Like the lifestyle we have. That's one of the reasons why our slogan is "For the Life We Love," because people like the lifestyle on District 8, not only in Johns Island, but on Edisloe, as people like to call it, Hollywood, Meggett, Ravenel, the entire area, James Island. James Island's a very vibrant community, and the residents there are worried. It's probably more at stake on James Island than Johns Island, because James Island's got a few farms left, and it's going to turn into North Charleston and Mount Pleasant in a few years if we don't try to control what's going on James Island and stop 526. Johns Island's got a few years left before we're at critical mass. James Island's at critical mass now. If we have 526, and granted, 526 is not going to happen for 12 to 15 years, because there is no money and there is no permits, and even if the permits get issued, environmental groups will fight them for years. So it's at least 12 to 15 years before anybody will be driving on 526. But James Island doesn't have 12 to 15 years. We've got to do some things on James Island to solve traffic, solve crime, to keep some of the lifestyle where people in the Saul Legare area and Grimble Road can still enjoy their life like they know it now, or they're going to be just like the people in Mount Pleasant and Berkeley County going to Daniel Island and Cane Hoy in the area has been treated. They're going to be gone.
And you mentioned James Island. Let's talk about how you would work with Mayor Woosley.
I get along good with Mayor Woosley. I think he's good man, and I think we can work together good on stuff.
Yeah. Well, finish these sentences for me. Losing your father 14 years ago still...
It still hurts. Everybody, I think, has lost a parent, and I lost my mom 4 years ago during the campaign, and that was a tough one for us all. But my parents taught me a lot, and I'm running today because of the things they taught me and the values they taught me. I wish my parents were here, because my mom would be right in there in the midst of things, and helping us and keeping us straight and keeping us on track.
Yeah. Johns Islanders.
My parents were both Johns Islanders. My mom moved there when she was 7 years old and went to high school there. My father was born and raised and went to high school on Johns Island and they both died on Johns Island. Wow. Daddy died in the house he was born and raised in. Well, the house he was raised in. He was born at Roper Hospital, but he died in the house he was raised in.
Wow. Farming is
tough occupation, but it's a lifestyle, and you gotta love it to do it.
Legare Farms.
There's a lot of history and a lot of heartache and a lot of enjoyment. We enjoy doing what we're doing. We've changed the type of crops we've grown probably 3 to 4 times in the 35 years I've been farming, and I've enjoyed doing it, and it's something new every day. I like dealing with the public, although teenagers can be a royal pain in the neck to work. I've stated that on Facebook, and people criticize me for what I'm saying, but they're all doing this all day long, texting, Snapchatting, Instagramming. They drive me crazy. But I enjoy dealing with the public, and that's the good thing about getting out and campaigning. I'm talking to people that I wouldn't take the time to talk to, because we're in our busy lives. In the grocery store last night, stopped a lady and talked to her in the parking lot, and had I not been campaigning, I'd have kept going, and she'd have kept going, and we wouldn't have had a couple-minute chat about things. And it gives me the chance to get out and talk to people.
Your future is
eventful.
Yes,
I plan, win, lose, or draw on Tuesday. I'll still be involved in stuff on Johns Island. It's my home. I plan it to be my home. The Charleston area, my family's been here since 1696. We don't plan to leave anytime soon, and I hope I'm not leaving anytime soon. I guess when Stirs takes me to the graveyards when I'll be leaving, but I'll still be buried right here in Charleston or on Johns Island. 5 generations of my family's buried in the same churchyard on Johns Island. The rest of them's buried right around out of 9. I'm the 9th generation, so that means about 3 more generations are buried right here in downtown Charleston in different churches and cemeteries. But Charleston is my home. Johns Island's my home.
Oh, yeah.
We've been here a long time, and I plan for my future to be here in Charleston, hopefully farming and involved in, helping the community through community service.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Thomas Legare, this was so great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. I appreciate that.